They thought they found peace here. They were wrong. The family had already crossed the line.
I bought my vacation house to get away from noise, not to invite more of it into my life. It was my quiet escape, nestled near a lake, perfectly private. At first, my sisters loved it. We had wonderful family weekends there. But soon, they stopped seeing it as a retreat and started seeing it as a business opportunity. One morning, my phone rang before sunrise. It was my sister, Mia. She sounded unusually pushy, telling me the house was just sitting empty most of the year, wasted. For me, this place was never about money. It was about peace. She just laughed and called me emotional. Later that day, my other sister, Jenna, called. She made the exact same argument, almost word for word, adding that family decisions should be made together. I had to remind her that legally the house was mine alone. The conversation got tense. They called me selfish. I told them they were ignoring my boundaries. After that, things went quiet for a bit, but it was the calm before the storm. One evening, a neighbor called me, sounding nervous. She said there were strangers unloading luggage at my house. My heart pounded as I drove there as fast as I could. When I pulled up, the driveway was full of unfamiliar cars, and I could hear music from inside. I walked in and just froze. My sisters were there, playing host to a group of renters. They smiled at me, saying it was just for the weekend, as if that made it okay. I asked how they even got in. Mia admitted she'd made copies of my keys months ago. That betrayal stung more than anything. I told everyone to leave, right then and there. My sisters were furious, saying I was embarrassing them in front of their guests. I shot back that a little embarrassment was better than their sense of entitlement. After a very tense scene, they all left. The first thing I did was change every single lock on the property. Then I installed security cameras. The next week, the angry texts started. They accused me of overreacting, saying family shouldn't treat family like strangers. My response was simple: strangers don't steal your keys. Things escalated. Their husbands started sending me messages, trying to pressure me, suggesting we could just split the profits from now on. Again, I refused. A few days later, I got a call from the police. Someone had tried to force their way into the house. When I arrived, I found my brothers-in-law in handcuffs. They tried to play it off, claiming they were just checking on something. I didn't hesitate. I pressed charges. My parents were heartbroken but supported my decision. My sisters were beyond furious, screaming that I had ruined everything. I told them they were the ones who ruined trust first. Weeks passed in complete silence. Life became noticeably calmer, and I realized just how much energy that constant conflict had been draining from me. One afternoon, my mom called and asked for a family meeting. The tension in my parents' living room was so thick you could feel it. My father was the first to speak. He looked at my sisters and said that boundaries are not punishments and that respect is non-negotiable in a family. My sisters tried to justify what they did, talking about their financial stress and feeling frustrated. I listened quietly. When they finished, I said that no amount of stress could ever excuse entitlement. The room went silent. Eventually, the apologies came. They were quiet and awkward, but they were there. I accepted them, but I didn't promise them access to the house again. Trust, I explained, needs time to be rebuilt. After that meeting, our contact was limited, but at least it was civil. I finally stopped feeling guilty for protecting my own peace. I started spending more time at the vacation house alone. The quiet there felt different now. It felt earned. One evening, as I was watching the sunset over the lake, my phone buzzed. It was a message from Mia. She wrote that she finally understood. She said that nobody owes you the fruits of their labor. I didn't reply right away. I just let her words sink in. Later, I simply texted back, "Thank you for saying that." And that was enough. The house is still my sanctuary. And I've learned a powerful lesson. Saying no shows you who people really are. Family isn't about surrendering your boundaries. Sometimes true peace means choosing firmness over the need for approval. Thanks for listening.